I am Mubalaka, aged 25, a Ugandan by nationality, living in Kampala, Uganda. I'm a computer system engineer by profession. Um, I'm working at Case Logistics as Network and Operations Manager. I am a Global Peace Ambassador, a honor awarded by Global Peace Chain. I'm a member of the LH initiative that advocates peace for land, justice for humanity, and the power of language. I'm a member and a prospective of the African Union AUIBC program, and I'm applying for the fellowship for the program because the program will be comprised of young aspiring youth from different parts of the world. Therefore, there is a great need for this youth generation to steer up with their different ideologies to the trending modern world problems. For example, many youth in Africa are migrating to other continents while searching for what they call green pastures. They risk their lives. Yet in Africa, there is a lot of undiscovered opportunities which the youth can contribute. So, in the context of the African nature, what can we do as young leaders? What can we do as young aspiring leaders that can keep our fellow youth in Africa than migrating to different parts of the world? Nevertheless, the existence of instabilities in other regions like South Sudan, like Ethiopia, like Angola, and the rest. But we can also table in a common ground what applicable solutions do we need to tackle in general that can keep the youth in that sector. The unemployment. Youth should not be seen as perpetrators of victims in the communities. No. They should be given a space to speak their views in a social context that they can promote peace, they can engage in civic and business, they can transform the financial status of their communities. And also, there is a need to address other challenges in the world. For example, why business is flourishing in the Asia and not in some parts of Africa? What youth leaders in Asia are doing that boosting the lifestyle of the youth? This can be greatly applicable in other parts of the world, and we can copy paste these policies into modern day life. Secondly, I'm applying for the program because it will be with the best moderators in the world, experienced with theoretical applicable frameworks that can transform our communities where we stay. In this context, I mean, if someone is coming from America, what are the Americans doing in terms of finance, in terms of civic leadership, in terms of business, that are keeping them moving to be the world's best country? I strongly believe that upon acquisition, upon sharing these factors on a round table, upon airing them out, we are going to transform the world. The world will be a better place to live. And also, I'm applying for the fellowship because there is a need for social and globalization. When I quote from one of the greatest leaders, I may say Nelson Mandela Madiba, I may say Mahatma Gandhi, the Universal Peace Ambassador, I may say Barack Obama and the rest. These people have created a strong bilateral connections with other leaders across the world. They can, where that platform, they can share ideas on how to transform communities. If it means peace, what applicable frameworks, what applicable policies and modalities do we need to address in your area, in my area, so that we can have peace and people can socially or economically, financially transform. I stand that I will add, I will be of a great importance to the fellowship because basing on my exposure in the East African region, Uganda, Tanzania, South Sudan, Rwanda, I've interacted with fellow groups of youth, communities, and other agencies. I'll add my voice to what can be the solution to the training world problems. I'll add my voice to how best can we prepare the younger leaders? What means can we best prepare the younger leaders into their administrative positions? There is a tendency, for example, in Africa, whereby someone may be just elected because of fame and the depth of their wallet, not their manifest. Such people find a lot of difficulties when faced with administrative positions or roles they play. Also, I justify the fact that I'm a leader because I was trusted by the Global Peace Chain to be a Global Peace Ambassador to advocate for peace within communities in Uganda and across the world. I have nurtured, modeled different youth groups in East Africa mainly. For example, I have nurtured groups in Mumias, Kenya with life entrepreneurship skills. Being a computer system engineer, I've taught them how best they can use the digital skills to empower themselves, to transform themselves. These people are now able to sell their products, to make their products online. They can find buyers across the world. They can find buyers within the region. They can pass communications as fast as they can regarding their farming product, regarding their taste. I'm a leader because also I have been trusted by a lot of organizations like the African Union, like the LH Initiative, because of my work that have impacted to the communities. For example, in Uganda, I've also led fellow youth on laying more policies that can best transform our lives into good, vulnerable citizens. South Sudan, Haisola and Tarabara, where we organize sport for peace activities. Mind you, this country it is comprised of over 54 tribes, and it has been undergoing through civil war. So I've put in my position to go down there, organize the sport for peace activities that bring together youth, community stakeholders, and have interact in a peaceful way, regardless of their ideologies, grounding our communities into one objective, that is peace. Therefore, I strongly believe when I'm nurtured, when I acquire more skills in this fellowship, when I interact with young leaders from across the world, when I listen other working policies across the world, I strongly believe I do a great leader. I strongly believe I inspire thousands and thousands of youth down there. I strongly believe that the fellowship is quite paramount in aspiring younger leaders. I strongly believe that I'm supposed to be, and all young leaders are supposed to be, part of the fellowship. We can table solutions, we can lay modalities, we can see how best we can raise young people, transform our communities by sharing skills, knowledge across the world. Thank you. Thank you. Please accept assurance of my highest regard. Thank you.